Hi students, today we are going to learn the topic word classes. We know that words are made up of letters and each word has some meaning. A group of letters that has no meaning is not a word. We also know that sentences are made up of words, that is meaningful words. These words of a sentence join together to give complete sense to the sentence. The meaning of different words add up to make the sentence meaningful and it is able to express a complete thought. Clearly, each word in a sentence plays its role to help the sentence express its sense. Different words do different jobs in a sentence, and according to these jobs, words have been classified into 9 different categories. These categories are called parts of speech. The 9 classes of words are as under. First, nouns. Second, pronouns. Third, determiners or articles. Fourth, adjectives. Fifth, verbs. Sixth, adverbs. Seventh, prepositions. Eighth, conjunctions. And ninth, interjections. A parts of speech, a name given to a word based on its job in a sentence. It also tells us how a word is used in a sentence. Sometimes parts of speech are called word classes. Now let's learn about it in detail. First parts of speech we are going to learn is nouns. What is a noun? A noun is the name of a person, place or thing. We can call the nouns as naming words. For example of persons such as Ravi, Sachin, Sonia, etc. Places such as Mainpuri, Agra, New Delhi, etc. The word thing includes all objects that we can see, hear, taste, touch or smell, like apple, flower, etc. And something which we can only think of, but we cannot see, hear, taste or touch, such as honesty, time, etc. Now let's learn with some examples. Mother Teresa was an angel of mercy. Bengaluru is a city of gardens. A computer is an electronic machine. Here, Mother Teresa, angel, mercy, Bengaluru, city, gardens, computer, machine. These are the examples of nouns. Now let's learn the second parts of speech, that is pronouns. What is a pronoun? Pronouns we can divide by pro plus noun. That means it is friend of a noun. These are words used instead of a noun such as he, she, it, they, etc. Now let's learn the definition. A pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun to avoid its repetition. Some examples to understand are: Good morning, Hari. How are you? Here, you represents Hari. Second, the bird flew away. It did not come back. It represents the bird. And third, Anish came late because he had missed the bus. Here he represents Anish. So you, it, he are some examples of pronouns. The third parts of speech is determiners or articles. What is a determiner? Determiners are words that decide or limit or determine a noun that follows. Some examples for this are a, the, all, this, etc. Some examples to understand are: all living things are mortal. Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. 50 passengers can be seated in this bus. All, the, 50, this are examples of determiners. Now let's learn the fourth parts of speech, that is adjectives. We can call adjectives as describing words which tells more about the noun or pronoun. So we can define as: an adjective is a word that adds to the meaning of a noun or a pronoun, like beautiful, green, tall, etc. Some examples to understand the concept are: he is an honest man. What kind of a person? When we ask, we get the answer as honest, telling more about the man, that is honest. So here honest is an example of adjective. Indian soldiers are the best fighters. Which soldiers? Indian soldiers. So Indian is an example of adjective. We grow red roses in our garden. Which type of roses? Red roses. So here, honest, Indian, and red are examples of adjectives. Now let's learn about verbs. Verbs, they are action words or doing words. A verb is a word that states an action, a fact, or a happening. In short, we can call it as action words or doing words, such as writing, reading, dancing, sleeping, etc. Let's learn with the help of some examples. He is a tall boy. The teacher wrote a question on the blackboard. A rose gives sweet smell. The words is, wrote, gives are examples of verbs. Now let's learn the fifth parts of speech, that is adverbs. Adverbs, that means add plus verb, adding more meaning of a verb or adjective or another adverb. Examples: soundly, neatly, quickly, etc. So we can define an adverb as: an adverb is a word which adds to the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. Let's see some examples. He wrote neatly. They fought bravely. Here, neatly and bravely are examples of adverbs. The seventh parts of speech that we are going to learn is prepositions. Pre plus position. That means taking up a position before something. Some examples of preposition as on, under, above, near, etc. So we can define the preposition as: a preposition is a word that is used before a noun or pronoun. It shows its relation with some other noun or pronoun in the sentence. Here are the examples to understand. The man rested under a shady tree. There are many varieties of flowers in our garden. Here, under and in are the examples of prepositions. The eighth parts of speech that we are going to learn is conjunctions. Con plus junction. That means joining together. We often have to join words, groups of words, or sentences together. In order to do this, we use link words. These link words are called conjunctions. Some conjunctions are but, and, or, yet, because, etc. So we can define a conjunction as a conjunction is a word that is used to join words, phrases, or sentences. Some examples to understand. Leaves and flowers grow on trees. Shiny stood first in the race, but she was disqualified. Here, and but are conjunctions, or the ninth parts of speech is interjections. The word or words thrown into speech. They are a sudden expression such as ouch, hooray, wow, etc. So we can define an interjection as an interjection is a word used to show sudden feelings such as joy, sorrow, love, fear, dislike, etc. Here are some examples to understand. Alas, he is dead. Oh, what a shame. Here, alas and oh are examples of interjections. Now let's have a quick revision. We have already learned about the 9 parts of speech, or we call it as word classes. They are nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, determiners or articles, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. Exercises. Exercise A. What do we call the words that Exercise B. Each set of words belong to a word class. Name it. Exercise C. Answer the following questions. Thanks for learning along. Have a great day.